Hi people, welcome back to a new video. Tonight we are talking about some very interesting news. Now this news, you may or may not have heard of it yet. We're talking about the outstanding shares on Hcmc. The amount of outstanding shares has gone down from about 309 billion down to 307 billion. So again, this is information which you may or may not have heard of. If you have heard of it, if you don't want to hear it again, don't watch this video. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you do want to hear my opinions on it, do make sure to stay until the end because I'm giving you all of my personal thoughts. Again though, it is only my personal thoughts and they are all coming up in this video because some people are saying this is a big deal, other people are saying it is not so significant, and let's face it, nobody knows for sure, but what I can do is give you another opinion so you can have as many opinions as you possibly can to obviously make your mind up. But if you're looking to buy the stock, do as much research as you possibly can, obviously read as many news articles, look at the financials, do your own due diligence as I am not a financial advisor. If you may enjoy this video though, do make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button because we talk about Hcmc as much as possible. You know, when there is some news to update you on with Hcmc, we will be doing it. So again, just another reason to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. But yeah, let's start off with the big news and then look at the price section for Hcmc. So we're going to start off with the news of the amount of shares for Hcmc. So we're looking over here on Yahoo Finance. Now the reason why we are looking on Yahoo Finance is because it has not been updated yet. So the amount of shares outstanding on Yahoo Finance is 309.5 billion. Now obviously on OTC Markets, their official website, the amount of outstanding shares is 307.7 billion. So again, if we're looking, that is slightly less than 2 billion, I do believe, of a buyback, but that is still fantastic. So around the range of 2 billion shares have obviously been decreased from the amount of outstanding shares for Hcmc. This is fantastic news. Now I know people are going to criticize the fact that 2 billion is barely anything when you have 307 billion, still in circulation. That is a good point, that is a fantastic point, and that 2 billion isn't really going to do much in my opinion. What I do think it is important for is the fact it shows a step in the right direction from the management team. Now again, people on YouTube, people on the forums are talking about a potential buyback or a buyback already being in place. Look guys, I'm going to say it straight, I do not think this is, necessarily a buyback. Obviously 2 billion being decreased is a step in the right direction, but it's not as big of a deal when we have so many shares still in circulation. So what I'm trying to say is I'm very happy about this news. I think it has come at a good time. Obviously we had that news only a few weeks ago. I think it was a tweet or at least a letter, an article from Hcmc's management saying that Jeff is thinking about the feelings of the investors. I think this actually does play true to what Jeff said back in that piece of information. Jeff is obviously doing what the investors are interested in buying back shares, because we all know people are looking to buy back, if they are to win the lawsuit. Now I'm not going to start talking about a buyback because again we just don't know what is going on with the lawsuit, but it does make it possible now that perhaps it's something that Jeff is thinking of if they are to win. So this could be big news long term. Right now I don't think it's too big of a deal. It is 2 billion reduced, but we still do have a lot in circulation, so it is still quite significant when we look at the whole number. But again, as I have said many times in this video, it is a big step in the right direction and I am very happy to see it. So that is the first piece of news that we do have when looking at Hcmc, and it is good news even though it is quite minor in relation to what people are kind of making it out to be. Let's now have a look at how the price has been moving for Hcmc. So we're going to start off here on the Google charts. Now Google charts aren't doing very good today. We can see that so far price of Hcmc down by a further 9.09%. So again, that is a decrease from a price of 0.0011 down to 0.0010. And again, this is basically fluctuating between 1011. Obviously it is still in that range, but we can see so far we are still in the red. Again, over the past week we are now pretty flat, but we are still down by 4%. And as I have spoken about in my previous episode when I was looking to buy a further 500k shares of Hcmc, the order has not gone through. This is on Trading 212. If you guys are having similar issues, let me know down below, because this is quite frustrating for me. I did actually order about 570 70,000 shares on top of my existing 1.03 million shares. So again, I was looking to bring myself up to about 1.6 million. On Trading 212, the order didn't go through, and I am still waiting on a second order to go through, so we'll have to see if this one does even get filled this week, because right now I do believe it is Thursday, and obviously tomorrow will be Friday subsequently, so I hope it does get through in time. I just don't know if it is even going to go through this week. So again, I know that was a bit of a rant, but if you guys are having similar issues, do tell me down below. Right, so now we're going to have a look on the technical charts on Yahoo Finance, have a look at how this one has been moving. Well, according to Yahoo Finance, today's candlestick is green, and it's actually just tipped into the red, so again, that is a bit more realistic to what we are seeing today. Volume today is 1.97 billion, it's a lot of volume, but obviously it isn't enough to bring us back into the green, as we are dipping further and further into the red. Now, one thing that I am going to talk about with Hcmc, and I think it is noteworthy, is that we are hitting a bit of a support, or at least it does look to be the case, in this 0.0011 range. And again, that is fantastic. Basically, we haven't really broken past that 0.0011 range for some time. This is great. I mean, we did actually see it break past there back on this date here, which if I can get a date for that, if it will allow me to, it was quite some time ago. It was about the 14th or 15th of April, I do believe, of March. Sorry. So again, if we can have a quick look, it was on the 2nd of the 3rd. So again, quite some time ago that we did actually see that. But yeah, as soon as it went down to 0.0009, a lot of people bought it up again. And so far, even though we are currently now in that 0.0010 range, we haven't really dipped any lower than that. And that is quite optimistic. People are still saying that Hcmc is consolidating, thinking that it's going to explode. I've spoken about this before. I own shares of Hcmc. I think good things are coming for this company, but I think they may be a long way off. I don't think that's important. I think we still do have a lot of things going on for Hcmc in the short term. A lot of interest is still around this one. But guys, if you are looking to buy this one, I'm going to say it right now. If you're looking to buy Hcmc, if you think you're going to become a millionaire tonight, tomorrow, next month, I would not do it. I would not buy this stock if you were looking for that. I would only buy this one if you're willing to invest in it long term, and even if you are willing to invest in it long term, I would not expect big gains. If you're going to put money into Hcmc, I personally would consider it lost as soon as you have done it. And that might sound stupid, that might sound very stupid, but we already know that with Hcmc, the benefits can be quite large, but obviously then the drawbacks that we could be seeing if they don't win the lawsuit is seeing the share price decrease massively. So do be aware of that. Obviously, don't put too much money into Hcmc. Put in only what you are willing to lose, and once it is in, consider it lost. That way, anything that you make off Hcmc, you will be happy to have, and obviously be quite happy about as well. So again, that's just my personal opinions. I thought I would just bring you another video looking at what we have been seeing today with that news about the outstanding shares. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is still a step in the right direction. That is a message which I am trying to portray in this video. So thank you for watching it. I'll see you again very soon with another Hcmc video. If you don't want to see something which is Hcmc related, we have more than 750 videos on this channel, so feel free to watch any of those. I'll see you soon, goodbye.